Hi, this is Chris. Today I want to make a side-stitched book, and this is a technique I learned a while ago but never actually utilized, and so I want to do it. It's called a Japanese stab stitch or a Japanese stab binding, 4 holes. So I want to make it out of craft paper. I had some craft paper that I purchased, but it's just so curly. I could cut the center out, but I'm afraid that will just curl on its own. So I don't really want to fight with this. I think it would just be a nuisance. So I'm not really sure what I will be doing with this craft paper. Here's some craft paper that I embossed. I was just testing out some different embossing dies to see how they work, so there's no real order to them, but I think this one would make a pretty cover, and this one could make a nice back cover, and then this could be for the back to give it some strength, or I could use a piece of this folder. As you can see, I've already used some of it for something else. That's nice and sturdy. It's going to be a small book. And then I have this craft paper. It's decorated. I got this quite a long time ago. It looks like it's a Michael's hot buy. So I'll decide on my size, and then I will cut my covers and I will cut my pages, and then I'll show you how to do the Japanese stab binding side stitch. I decided to make my book 6 inches wide by 5.5 tall. So there's my pages. And I think I'll collate them. So now what I want to do is make a template so I know where to punch all my pages for the side stitching, and I think I'll just use one of these scraps. And these are conveniently at 1/4 inch, so I know where I want to go with that. So my first hole will be 1/4 inch in. And I'm going to put top here. You can't see that. I'm going to put top there because this is slightly longer. So first hole goes 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, and then I want 2 more holes. And I could measure this. Let's see. That's 4.5, but I don't need to do any math. What I can do is fold these. By the way, I learned this method from a video by Dea Fischer. I looked online. I don't see that it is available anymore. It was a DVD I bought a long time ago. It was put out by ClothPaperScissors magazine. So folding it that way gives me my two spots. Right here and right here. So now I have a choice. I could use my Japanese drill bit, or I could use my needle tool, which sometimes I have problems as it comes out of the tool. But I'm going to start with this and hope that that works. And then, so I don't damage my cutting mat, I'll just use this scrap foam. So there's my 4 holes, and I will continue punching the rest of all the pages. And I'll make sure that I put them all the same side up. All my holes are punched. I'll keep this little template. I have a little bin over there where I put templates. And I think I'll score this just so it folds up easily. And I'm just going to score it at 1 inch. It's going to end up going over the design. In the video that I watched, Dea Fischer put a piece of pretty paper right here in the frontispiece. So I think I might do that. And I think I might use some of this, that I don't care for. I think this one will work. Pretty gift wrap tissue. Here's my little sewing kit. I have some button and carpet thread in black and white. I have some waxed linen in brown and ivory color. I think I'm going to use the white. So I like this blunt needle. Let's see if it goes through the holes. Yeah, it's too big. So I have another needle here. I have a sharp needle. And that one goes through. So I'm just guessing on how long I'm going to need. I'll give myself plenty. I'm going to wax my thread. Just helps it to move through the paper a little easier. Keeps it from twisting or knotting. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go about halfway in, and I'm going to go through that hole. And I'm going to leave a tail. And I'm going to come through, go through that same hole again. Then I'm going to come through this end hole. Might have to make it a little bit bigger. So you see I've gone across, and I'm going to wrap it around the side, go through it again, wrap it around the top, go through it again, and pull it tight. Then I'm going back through this one, I could have used a little bit bigger hole, but I didn't really have a bigger punch. Okay, then we'll go through, I'm going to make this hole a little bit bigger. Going back through this one. Do the same with this one. Back through this one. Wrap it around the side. Wrap it around the top. Oh no! I broke my needle. Well, that's a first. That's a first. Okay, so we need a needle that's not too thick. Oh, I think this might be a little bit of wax on the needle. So, let's see if we can get this thing finished. Alright, the rest should be easier. Again, I'm going to make my hole a little bit bigger. Across. You always close whatever's open, so this one is the one that's open. So we're going through that way. Don't break the needle. Go back through that way. And then now we find where we left our tail, which is right here. And we go through here. And then we just do a simple tie off. I'll do a square knot, over, under, over, under. Okay, well that was an adventure, wasn't it? I'll have to get rid of this needle in a safe way. So there's our little book. It folds back here, sort of because of the embossing, it sort of ripped a little, so I'll have to put a little repair on that. This is my first one, my prototype. It has a pretty little piece of tissue paper, and it has all these pages, which I could use this for a photo book. I could use it for putting in samples of different kinds of techniques I have tried with my crafts. I could use it as a trip journal. I could write in it and paste in ephemera from my trip that I collect. So isn't that cute? That's real pretty, isn't it? With the binding on the side, sort of like a buttonhole stitch. I could decorate the cover more. I could put a little bit of ink or watercolor on this embossing. Thanks for watching, and have a great day bookbinding. Bye-bye.